Today, I'm sharing with you a defensive consumer powerhouse, proving that you can actually secure a massive 10% yield. Unlike other high yield stocks that borrow money to pay out investors, RFM operates with virtually zero net debt and a cash flow machine that easily funds its legendary payouts. Before we get started, please consider giving this video a thumbs up if you get value out of our content. Established in 1958 as the Republic Flour Mills, the company pioneered flour milling in the Philippines and spent the next nearly 7 decades embedding itself into the daily lives of millions. If you've ever eaten Fiesta spaghetti during the holidays, scooped up Selecta ice cream on a hot day, or bought White King baking mixes, you have contributed to RFM's bottom line. The company has a market capitalization of 17.8 billion pesos and employing between 500 to 1,000 people. Today, under the leadership of veteran businessman Joey Concepcion III, it has evolved into one of the most resilient food and beverage companies in the Philippines. RFM is not just one product. It runs a multi-pronged consumer and institutional strategy. First, they dominate the institutional market with their flour and bun divisions, supplying major fast food chains across the country. Second, they are a household staple via consumer brands like Fiesta Pasta, Sari Rotis, and White King cake mixes. Third, they own a massive chunk of the local dairy market through Selecta Milk. But here is the crown jewel. RFM owns a 50% joint venture stake in Unilever RFM Ice Cream Incorporated. That means every single time a Filipino buys a Selectra ice cream tub, a Magnum bar, or a Cornetto cone, RFM is raking in cash. Now, a great brand doesn't automatically mean a great stock. RFM is executing three core strategic plans to optimize their operations and boost profitability. The first is milk line upgrades and capacity expansion. RFM is aggressively deploying capital expenditures to modernize and expand its Selecta milk production lines. By boosting operational yield and capacity, they are scaling up to meet the booming local demand for ready-to-drink and value-added dairy. Second is ice cream automation and modernization. In partnership with Unilever, RFM is actively investing in new technology to automate their ice cream manufacturing facilities. This lowers manufacturing cost per unit, protects margins against rising energy costs, and ensures that they can comfortably supply the market during peak summer seasons. Lastly, following the recent annual stockholders meeting, RFM finalized a structural board refresh. By bringing in veteran business leaders like George Barcelon as independent directors, they are ensuring sharp risk management and long-term business continuity. What we see here is not a growth tech company, but a remarkably stable consumer defensive powerhouse. Notice how 2025 revenue grew by only 3%, but net profit shoot up by 14%. What does this tell us as investors? It proves that RFM has incredible operating leverage and pricing power. When raw material costs ease up and their internal efficiency programs is rightly implemented, their bottom line profit grows exponentially faster than top line sales. Let's talk about the cash that goes directly into your stock brokerage account. RFM has a formal dividend policy to return 60% of its net income back to shareholders. But Joey Concepcion III and the board have consistently shattered that benchmark, tracking closer to a 90% to 95% payout ratio in recent years. From 2022 to 2024, RFM consistently yielded an impressive 5% to 7% annually. In 2025, as net profit soared to 1.6 billion pesos, they rewarded shareholders with massive dividend yield of 8%, absolutely crushing traditional bank interest rates. In 2026, RFM pushes the trailing dividend yield to an incredible 8.5% to 10%. The reality is when revenue remains stable, your dividends are safe. When revenue grows, your dividend payout explodes. But this is the reality. Every investment has risks. Here are the three major headwinds you need to monitor if you hold or buy RFM stock. First is volatility of raw material and commodity prices. RFM is heavily dependent on imported raw inputs like wheat for its flour mills, milk powder for its dairy lines, and sugar for ice cream production. Global supply chain shocks or geopolitical conflicts instantly drive up production costs, squeezing profit margins. Second, surging domestic energy and power costs. Manufacturing ice cream and running massive refrigeration logistics require immense electricity. Management has openly warned that rising local energy costs could pose a challenging pressure point on operating margins throughout 2026. Third, RFM does not operate in a vacuum. They face intense everyday competition from heavyweights like Universal Robina Corporation, Century Pacific Food, and aggressive low-cost imported alternative brands. If they lose market share in their core pasta or milk categories, earnings will suffer. So what is my take on RFM Corporation? If you are looking for a hyper-growth tech stock that will double your money in 3 months, RFM is not that stock. It moves slowly and trading volume can sometimes be quiet. However, if you are a long-term investor looking to build real wealth, fund a retirement plan, or generate reliable, recurring passive income through a robust cash machine that comfortably beats inflation, RFM is an absolute gem in the Philippine Stock Exchange. It has a rock-solid balance sheet, non-negotiable household brands, and a management team that deeply respects retail shareholders. But that's just my fundamental analysis. I want to hear from you. Do you own shares of RFM stock? Are you planning to add it in your dividend portfolio this year? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you found value in this deep dive, please do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next PSE stock analysis. As always, invest in tracking data, manage your risks, and I will see you in the next video.